years, but I'm finally live. Good lord, what a delay. Alright, give me just a second, chat. I need to put some tunes on while we sit in the background. Give me... WouHou OST. Hey, Donut. Best Touhou music? All Touhou music in order? Alright, this is boss music. Thanks for the 45 months, Donut. Hey. Thanks for 45 months and also helping me configure CMake on my system. Alright, let me do some announcements then. Sorry for the 45-minute delay. Sorry for the... Shut up, Woolen. I'm just here for your URL. Streaming WouHou. Wow, 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 wow. There we go. Perfect. Can you hear my major tunits, chat? Tunes. Nice PC98 tunes. It's every song in order. Alright, can you hear me okay? Can you see the screen okay? I've bumped the stream up to 1080p, so hopefully you can actually see it. I didn't remember if there was a category for this. I thought I had a category for it, but I don't remember what it was, like on Twitch. Move the mic closer to your keyboard. There you go. I guess there used to be a creative, no? I think, yeah, there used to be a creative category, but I guess that's gone now. Art? Maybe I'll just sit in art. Alright, chap. Sorry for the 50-minute delay. It's been 2.5 years or something. Somewhere between 2.5, 3 years since we last touched this codebase. I have a new PC. So I need you to get Donut to help me defeat the final boss. Did they add a game development category? Maybe. Software and game development. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Hello, Monas. Hello, Waste. Hello, Small. Hello, Scout. Hello, Negativity. Hello, Donut. Hello, Tom. Hello, Maya. Hey, Mangle. Did you have a good dishwashing an hour ago, Waste? No, I can't stream most this day. I played it yesterday. I went quite hard, so I'm taking a break day. Oh, yo, Biker James as well. Does that mean Long Boy is nearby? Hang on. More
Long Boy sends his regards.
Thank you. You don't know if being in chat doesn't count as a viewer or a viewer? What?
Holy shit!
Was there a bot? I didn't see a bot. Thanks, Donut. Yeah, sorry, I was doing a secret stream explicitly just to Donut earlier. None of you could see it. Exclusive stream. Hey, James, thanks for the 16 months. What's with you doing all these entertaining streams lately? It's because your taste's developing as an adult. Highly responsive to prayers, that's right. Yeah, I don't know, I've been inspired lately. I said it in my Minecraft video, chat. You should have heard. Look, I'll even drag the window down so there's not a weird black border under me. Okay. Let me bring you up to speed then, chat. How dare you entertain us? I've got you. Whoa. Let me not bring you up to speed. Let me delay further. Head pat my camera. Thanks for the 32 gifts, Mangle, and the sub for regulation. Hey, Army, as well. Alright. So, It's been a while. I thought it'd be fun just to read through the code base together. This is the most recent commit I have on my private GitHub repo for this. It doesn't build. I see variable names. What was it, Donut? One of them was called Please Don't Overflow? I think? Somewhere in here. Yeah, I have no real decent commit history for this. One of them says BAP. The commit history for this, or the message for this, says starting work on RNG. So I guess that's the last stream for this. Any of you WouHou enjoys. Hey, Neonic. So we've identified a few errors where I clearly just didn't leave it in a proper state. And I committed and then left it for 2.5 years. So now we're gonna sweep up our own mess, and it's gonna be fun. And hopefully, if we fix the problems, it will help us remember what we're doing. Thanks for the gift sub, Army, by the way, to Melko. There you go. Thank you. We've all been there. Yeah. It should hopefully go without saying, but I'd like to think I've become a better developer in the last 3 years, since becoming a professional programmer and graduating and doing it professionally and all that bullshit. I'm by no means perfect, but, you know, I think some of these design decisions perhaps I would have not done. I'm quite happy with my work for today. I obviously can't show you, but I was really impressed with what I managed to get done today. I've had to really wrangle with Android and like running shit in the background, and you have no idea the loops I've had to go through, chat. I'm a new man. I'm co-routining it up. I'm asyncing. All right. We're building those room databases, all right? We're synchronizing. We're doing all that. So old Woolen, when he said he was afraid of lambdas, current Woolen, he sneezes and 700 lambdas spit out. Each of them perfectly written. I never need to do reformat file because every single line of code I write is perfect from the get-go. And comments don't exist because what I type looks like a comment. It's so readable. Some of those are true. All you need to do to get gift sub is to wait 45 minutes to start the stream. That's right. Michael Reeves shouldn't host me, because I would never be able to explain this, and I'd have to apologize for another hour. Anyway, I've also had a bath earlier, chat, but I didn't wash my hair, so if you're wondering why my hair's all funny, it's because it's full of bath salts. Not the kind that make you eat people's faces, either. Anyway, that's that. This is WouHou. It's also been like 3 years since I've read C++. I work in Kotlin and Swift and a little Java, although I've tried to use Kotlin. So I've mostly cut out Java. So obviously I'm not up to date with this. So hopefully if we go through this, it'll re-enter my human mind. But yeah, we can have a little look through what we've got here in our build folder, just to like for me as well. We have our data folder here full of all our sprites, if you remember. Here we go. We were drawing all the enemies and stuff in Asprite, weren't we? Try and familiarize ourselves with some of the stuff we've got in here. We've got Asprite files in this repo for some reason, or in this folder. We have this old classic menu. You lot remember this? It's old classic thing. Good lord. How do I go back? Oh, I should also say I don't normally program in Windows. I work on a Mac, so I don't know any of the shortcuts in this program whatsoever. And I'm not used to using this sort of tiny little half-size OSU keyboard for coding either. So I apologize if I look like I'm mousing everything and not using keyboard shortcuts. It's because I don't know them. You also had a bath. You're sitting in a freshly made bed. Cozy. You're doing way better on the exam than you thought. That's great news. Not using... Yep, no Vim, no V. Don't even know if Windows has VSub, does it? Baker-chan? I remember this sprite actually being really good. I was really impressed with it. And even looking back, this is like a really good sprite, isn't it? We had like different movement directions. VS Code is a Vim extension. Dude. Escape :WQ exclamation mark. Me out of that. Okay, we're not going to use this work in progress thing. Baker-chan, this one's much better. Can I get some Baker-chans in chat? There's an emote for this. Old-fashioned waifu, original waifu, OG waifu. We had this, a cute banana monkey. I remember this. Dude, my pixel art was much better than my programming, wasn't it? I should have become a developer. I'm not going to play this audio file because I don't know how loud it's going to be. Classic Bean. Official Bean photo, thanks to Donut. He dropped this old, oh god, I've forgotten the name of the circle. Well, it's Box by, what's the circle called? They had a few names, I've forgotten them. I can't talk and think. We have a C++ file in here called Bean 3D. Why is there a C++ file in here? 3D? Is this the main menu? The spike grabs here. I don't know. Bird wife angel set? Oh, she has a little beak. Yeah, very cute. Bird wife set? Oh yeah. I've collected all the level 1 emotes. This is the example you made for me with the scrolling background. Oh, okay. The marketplace has extensions to help with frags and verts. Not for now. This was our atlas, I guess, with particles. All the different bullets. Do you remember these? It's all coming back to me. Washing back. I don't remember what I ate 2 years ago, but I do remember drawing these. Kind of idiot wrote this code. Yeah, this is like live reaction, right? Man who is almost 3 years into his professional career reads through code base he wrote as a university student, or like just after graduating. Actually, wait, hang on, chat. When I wrote this, this was when I was full time, right? No, actually, when I wrote this, I'd already been professional for 10, 11 months. God, who hired me? No, it's alright. I didn't write this. I wrote mobile apps. I didn't write C++ games. It's okay. Vertex shader beam. No, that was ages ago. Yeah, uni was further away than I remember. Cloud hand? Cloud hand with eye? You wrote this during lockdown. Yeah, COVID. I remember. This is our sort of Perlin noise of our floor. Was this my carpet? I feel like this was my carpet. Yeah, this was during lockdown. Chat? Hello? Anyone in the chat? Any Kiwis in chat? Let's go. Alright. That's fantastic. You know what, chat? You can be a bit bigger if you want. As a treat. The best character. Alright, cute Kiwi waifu. Oh yeah, we've got Donut angry. Donut eaten. Donut set. Oh yeah, because he's Swedish. He's got a fucking Viking hat. Oh my god. Why so antagonistic with the entire person making your project possible? I don't know. It was a fun banter back and forth, verging on bullying. Classic. This is Egg Child, a fat bird who is holding onto one of Waifu-chan's boxing gloves. Here we go. Oh yeah, I was like, I remember this. I wrote like my own file system, didn't I? Or like my own file format, and I was like handwriting the coordinates. Do you remember that, chat? Like the enemies would like go along a path, and the bullets would have a pattern, and I hand wrote these in like a file. In what world? What the fuck is an enum? No. Alright, well, if we want to continue with this at any point, I think we'd write something that generates these, I think. Who needs JSON when you have WSON? Yeah, I've used a lot of serialization libraries in my time, but I've never had to handwrite a text file. I remember at work, we were using like JSON, and I was like, yo, this is so useful. You just have like a class, and you hit like, just like to JSON, and it like prints it out. C++ still doesn't really have a serialization library, does it? I was watching a programmer lately, which is part of the reason I was inspired. Oh, I just played my own trailer. I wanted to remember his name. I don't know how you find your history on YouTube anymore. They've changed. Oh, here we go. What's his name? I can't find him. Oh god, I watch so much Tat, don't I? It's just VTuber music. Michael Rosen describes Gen 4 Pokemon. That's a good one. All the Zelda OSTs. I had work to do. Alright, my YouTube history is impossible to look through. Have you lot been watching Masahiro Sakurai, like the Smash producer? He has a YouTube channel where he's going over some super basics in game development. It's really interesting. Oh, JDH. I've been watching a guy called JDH who built a bunch of Minecraft clones and computers and breadboards and stuff. But I watched one of his videos the other day where he said that C++ doesn't have a serialization library, so he had to write his own reflection library, and he went like mad overkill. Scary. You would think writing this parser for this was great practice. Dude, I learned so much from this program. Like, I actually, not only did I think about the problem, I actually did it, so I understand how much of a pain it is to have to use something like this. You know? So now I know, like, why the better solutions are better, and how to improve on it. You know? Hey, Irish Frank. Yeah, custom form. I mean, yeah, I did learn a lot. Like, writing the parser for this, where I had, like, an explicit number of items per line, and, like, delimiters and all that. Like, that taught me lots. That's, like, work interview stuff. Oh, you going, Lich? Sorry, I missed you. Are you going? Good night. Hey, Beaver as well. Make a spaghetti code. That's right. I don't know how you make something necessarily moddable. I guess you'd have to make some sort of API, right? Maybe you load everything out of a folder and then arbitrarily execute it and hope it doesn't print out your bitcode address. That's how that works. You're working on a Discord bot you found on the streams. You found out that Steam's web API has a call limit of 100k per day. Per day? Who's making more calls than that? You're doing Java this year. You haven't done any C++. Dude, you remember as much as I do. Fluffy Yeti friend? Oh yeah. A cutie. A cutie for sure. I kind of want to play these sounds, but I don't know how loud they'll be. Do you want me to try playing the sounds, chat, or are you also frightened about the volume that they might be? Loading out of a folder is a great start. That's basically what Quake and all Source Engine games did. That's true. That's true. And I mean, I still don't know best practice with C++. Play them. Alright. Let's play Heck. Wait, hang on. Lower the Toho music for a second. Was this when you die? Oh no! Dude, wait, Grace? Is this me going dead? Oh. Bean.wav? Bap.wav. What the fuck is this? Oh no! What the fuck was this? Is this me? That was the death sound. Oof, alien. God, I'm a fucking genius. God, old Woolen. Way cooler than modern Woolen. You want that as a hit sound? Dude, I'll chuck that on Discord. Give me a second. Onyo.wav. I will reveal this in File Explorer and paste it in Discord for you. Shareware. If it has any of my personal details as metadata, please strip them for me. Thank you. There you go, chat. Strip the metadata and share. There you go, chat. God, I'm brilliant, aren't I? This was probably your only suggestion in WouHou because you understood nothing about C++. You were there when I recorded it. Oh, no, I knew. Used for any Windows sound. Dude, I have the Windows 98 sound pack on this computer. Listen to this. You can't hear it. I thought it would make the sounds I plugged in an Xbox controller. What about my OC tablet? I like them. I think they're friendly. Wambert, hey, feet? Dude, let's go. Hitbox. What is this? Oh yeah, I had like a little hitbox like shower, didn't I? I remember. Kiwicopter's dad. Oh, he's sweet. Wasn't the law that like you had to fight Kiwicopter's dad, and if you beat him in the extra stage, you unlocked Kiwicopter as a playable character? Something like that, right? Dude. Kiwicopter.gif. Perhaps some more Kiwis, chat? You're visible, chat. You're on stage. How do you strip metadata? I feel like Discord probably strips the metadata for you, right? Look, I can make a YouTube thumbnail for this too. Oh wait, this is even better. I've got a great idea. Chat, don't stop posting that creature. Alright, YouTube thumbnail sorted. Subscriber gained, +1. Nah, just kidding. Alright, that's a good thumbnail. You know, my alt channel's actually doing better than my main channel. My alt channel's got a big, like, +1 subscribers in the last month. My main channel's at, like, -70. It's insane. Alright, good work, chat. Back to the cage. Dude, the PC98 music is perfect for this. I can't wait to start working on music and stuff as well. I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this yet. I'm having fun just now. Having a little read through. Oh new.wow. Plus you're going to lose subscriber. Dude. This old classic. Donuts attempt at kanji. Is this meant to be WouHou? I can't speak Japanese. Onegaishimasu. Desu wa. Menu background, dude. It's my carpet in London. Remember this? We had like one of those carpets like they have on public buses where it was black and white in a crazy pattern, so you couldn't see dirt as well. This is a picture of my carpet, heavily photoshopped. I don't have Photoshop on this computer. I should get something. Thank you, Lich. That's saving me some time. .vert. .frag. Is .frag the GLSL? What's it called? The shader. .frag and .vert. Is that the shader info? Hey, Ray. I don't remember. Oh! Yeah. You had a genius idea of taking a picture of your carpet. Was it not me? Was it you? I thought it was me. Hey, Ray. We had all the dialogue and sets in these files. This isn't that stupid. Like, manually writing this is stupid. Good night, Beaver. Thanks for watching. Manually writing all this is really stupid. Like, it's kind of cool, I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of cool. We had, like, this one file for the mid-boss that would load in his sets. What does 1 and 1 and 2 mean? Hashtag start, hashtag finish. This is a custom parser. Yeah, I mean, this wouldn't have been that stupid. The problem with cryptic one-letter file conventions. Yeah. If only there's a documentation. I think it's better known that no one knows how this works. You had like the names for bullets? Dude, for what it is, I'm impressed that I was able to write this. I don't know if I'd have the patience to do this anymore. I'd have just yeeted binary file and try to read that out or something. Try and skip all this effort. That's incredible. Line by line I was trying to read this. I had like, dude, like you had multiplicative or additive? This is incredible. That was ahead of my time. When you're a step in uni studying comp sci, you don't understand any of it. You probably understand more than me then, I'll be honest. Look at this. Is hash a comment? Did I just use... I would just use a JSON. I would definitely just use a JSON library. I've learned my time is very valuable. Very valuable. Did I write a comments? Like, if you skip it if it reads a hash. There you go. This is what each of them means. This is what normal people think coding looks like. There you go. Look at this. 3-month subscriber. Robot Worm. Hexagons are evil by nature. Is Worm in chat today? Probably not, right? He's probably watching someone cooler, younger, less hairy. Or lamer, older, and more hairy. I don't know. Not here. What an idiot. Now you should work on your Rust projects to fit in with the stream. That's right. Oh, notes. Toho clone. Project WouHou. Individual moving. Oh, Lane. Hey. Thanks for the 31.
Hello Mr. Sleevelet, you have been selected amongst 8 billion people to be subbed to by Lane while he travels the high seas. Click here to redeem your 31 month of subs.
What?
WouHou.
Thanks for the 31 months of subs. Never learnt anything C++, so it looks interesting. It's a really interesting language. I can't wait for Carbon to come out and not do anything. Carbon being Google's own shot at making a C++ replacer. I'm sure it'll be alright until it's replaced in a month by something better and dropped by Google inexplicably. Because I feel like, wasn't Kotlin pushed a bit further for Android, partly because Sun/Oracle were trying to file a lawsuit with Google for using Java like illegally in Android distributions or something. That probably helped them push Kotlin a bit faster, right? Because Kotlin was like, it was also like, not IntelliJ, JetBrains as well, right? Big collaborative thing. I like Kotlin. I really like it. Should have told me that, by the way, back when I was looking for a job. I couldn't be asked to learn it, and here I am, actively using it over Java. Who'd have thought? Programmer-friendly language is more friendly. CPP front? Your internet is shocking. You have to buy the streaming package for $4. So you probably won't be around much until January, April. But you have my support. Thank you, Lynn. That is shocking. Well, thank you for popping in and subbing, though. What a cutie. Yeah, this is Robot Waifu. Her scaling looks a little off, doesn't it? Like it's been stretched a bit. Muy lame. Well, I'll still be around next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and etc. Dude, I had a high score sheet. Let's go. Shader.frag. Okay, this is definitely the shader info now. Sorry if I've been missing comments. I've been trying to read them, but there's only so much I can do, I'll be honest. I'm a human being. Shoot. That's the pop, yeah. Short woman set. Oh, yeah. This one was just a short woman on stilts, I remember. You did some small game dev last summer. You tried to make a doodle jump clone, but you couldn't work out the algorithm for positioning trials above the screen. What song is this? Magic Mirror. Hole punches. Yeah, I use hole punches, dude. You made a cute frog gif in Aseprite. Let's go. Did you post it anywhere? There's a lot of ways you could do doodle jump, right? If you wanted to be super lazy, you could just generate, like, just a bit above the screen, and just constantly generate a bit above the screen as you go up, and then constantly delete it as you go off, like a recycle viewer. That would be nice and lazy. That's probably what they originally did. It turns out, like, sorry for punching the mic. It turns out, like, Jellycar. Do you remember Jellycar on iPod? That had, like, an insane amount of programming work put into it. But, like, the dev is still around, and he's working as indie now. And he made a video, like, somewhat recently explaining some of the code he did for Jellycar. And it's really cool. Considering, like, the version of Xcode he would have had to write that in, I'm impressed. Treasure mouse! Classic creature. Here is frog. Oh, thank you. Oh, that is cute. What? Shading. That's a good frog, dude. Chat, it's Treasure Mouse. Hello for Treasure Mouse, please. One of them dies and comes back like a phoenix or a Moku. I'd come back as a Moku. New Woolen's gonna be so cool. Woolen is eternal. You can't get rid of me, chat. Turnip waifu. Classic level 1 enemy. I always imagined she'd make the Rayman hair sound effect from Rayman 3. Treasure Mouse. Treasure Mouse is such a classic. Chat. Again, another sprite that still looks incredibly good. The Waifu-chan sprites. That's right. Waifu-chan recovered.png. That's a classic. The original Waifu-chan. But, what if we were to improve her? That's right. Bigger muscles. Bigger booba. Bigger biceps. A bigger wink. What more do you want, chat? I have to zoom in on the head, otherwise Twitch will ban me for being lewd. Best goal. The most important character in any game, honestly. Personally, my waifu. I don't know about you lot. I hope so. She's just, you know, she's just so strong. She could easily break your jaw just by looking at you. You love the expression. She's confident. You have Baker-chan, right? Where's Baker-chan? Baker-chan? She's smug. You know, she's baking things. She's got that bread. That means two things. It's cocky. Waifu-chan? She's confident. She's confident she could beat one of you up. You heard a lovely Capital City of Flowers remix using the 98 sound font. Ooh. Ooh, I wonder if I could nick that sound font and use it myself. Oh, thank you, Waste. I feel like I was reading something, or I was saying something and I forgot. You want to go back to it and make work at some point. Your explanation of it there was instantly better than anything you thought of when trying to code it. I'll be honest with you, Ray, if you have programming problems, talking with people, you know, that's going to be the easiest way to solve it sometimes. You know rubber duck programming, right? You talk to an inanimate object or someone who might as well be an inanimate object and you explain to them your problems. You say, okay, Swampletics Fumo, you know, I'm having trouble working out how doodle jump works. And he goes, well, you know, I had to get 18 agility by jumping over a bridge for 48 hours. And you say, okay, Swampletics Fumo, that's fair enough. Okay, go back to your bridge. And he goes away. Sometimes it helps you fix the problem. Woman on hike set? Oh, remember this? Remember this lore, chat? Woman on hike? You think, haha, woman on hike? This is clearly the fluffy Yeti friend, but it's not. Woman on hike set actually is a bait and switch. She's actually short woman on stilts. That's it. You've all been baited. And she's wearing dungarees because she's fashionable. The lore was deep, dude. The lore was deep. Oh, shit! I forgot I made wall budget. Like, animated wall budget. Do you see his crown? His crown and his bacon are animated. Dude, imagine coming up with, like, such an amazing lore. I did at least stick to a palette, didn't I? This was the Game Boy palette, wasn't it? Oh shit. The final boss. It's the gold chicken smug, but with a gun. You need to eat. You will lurk here for the metrics, though. Oh, thank you, Mangle. Have a nice dinner. Animated emo. I got something in my eye. Oh, it's Hat Kid. Hey,
WouHou, WouHou, WouHou.
thanks for the 63 months, Hat Kid. Stereo theme, yeah. What was I saying? What was I doing? I've completely forgotten. Worm Waifu. Oh, this one was cute as well. Dude, I was like a really good artist. I'm looking back, I kind of didn't remember what the pixel art looked like. I thought it was a bit shit, but it's a lot better than I remember. Like, this is passable, right? For a limited palette, like using the Game Boy palette. It's not actually bad. Like, this is like actually really cute, isn't it? It has style, yeah. It is good, isn't it? Kiwi Copter's dad? That looks like an old Kiwi that's also a helicopter. Thank you, Lich. I don't know, I'm like surprised by how good this was. I remembered it being really bad. It's nice to look back on it and hear, you know, with good smiles. Great art. Yeah, now look at the code. Oh, we're out of time. No, we're not. Fuck. Alright, wait. Alright, chat. Let's have a look at background controller.h. This one does not have build errors. Whoa. Namespace wall? Alright. Oh, God. Alright, what have we done here? What needs to be done here? Please don't overflow. Here it is. That's a classic float. Does what it says. Can you do 0f in C++? Does it have to be 0.f? For sure, it does to be 0. Okay. That seems to vary. In C++, does 0.0 default as a double? Or do you have to explicitly write D? Is that even a keyword? These are things I just really don't know. As a Kotlin Swift boy, 0.0 is double. Okay, cool. Oh, is it not 0.f? 0.0. Okay. I guess double is the default. Like, honestly, right? You can make everything double and you would never see, like, a meaningful difference, right? Unless you're copying it 100 million times. I still use floats, but I feel like I shouldn't. Like, I feel like it's like an old, like a legacy thing at this point. Unless you're actually writing things to run 1 trillion times. The difference on, like, a modern computer between a double and a float is, like, minuscule. Yeah, if it's GPU, if you're batching a command to run 1 billion times a second, and, like, delay matters. But, like, if you're just fucking around, like, people take one picture on their smartphone in 4K and it's, like, 50 megabytes. And then you're like, why did I spend so long optimizing my code? You question everything. I'm also, like, constantly surprised by how, like, fast phones are now. I know it's sort of irrelevant to this, but, like, you can load lists in Android and iOS with, like, 1 million fucking items on the screen, and it can scroll smoothly through the whole thing. I find that crazy. You might as well use float on the CPU to avoid conversions. That's true. That's true. Fair enough. Did we have much on the GPU in this? I thought this was all done in software. Were the shaders on the GPU thing? I have no memory of how shaders worked. I guess we'll get to that, won't we? Background controller. Don't overflow. 2 positions for interpolation. Dude, I'm glad I commented some of this. Where is it moving to? Radius alpha. So is this like the grassy background we had? I think. God, they're having to separate stuff between headers and main files. I'm gonna hit you with a hot. I think that's kind of dumb. I know there's probably great reasons. I would like to know what they are, because I feel like every language I've used other than C++ and C don't do this. Like Objective-C had a separate header and what's the Objective-C? Obj-C? I don't remember. whatever. Like Swift and Java and everything, you don't. You just have one file. What's the law between having a header and a C++? Is it so if you do an include, you can have elements of a class that aren't included? Is it a polymorphism thing? Or what's the law between having to write your definitions here and then your declarations here and your definitions here? We used some basic GPU shaders for the scrolling background and stuff. Would this not have worked on a GPU-less system then? Or would SFML have done it automatically in software? I need to learn these things. Sorry for like taking your evening, by the way, Dana. I didn't mean to drag you into this again. It's kicking and screaming. Oh, not this bloody WouHou thing. It's good though. I can absorb your knowledge like a sponge. Kaedrin, programming, all threat programming, all woke. Background controller had this. This is the constructor? Where's the end of this? Oh, it just goes on the next line. In C and C++, you always have to declare it before you use it because back in the day they wanted the compiler to be single pass. Okay, that's understandable then. They just wanted the compiler just to go through every file once and once only, and for it to work. But then I guess we have much smarter compilers now, perhaps, that don't make that a necessity. Header files are basically replaced by modules. Okay. Are they still necessary in C++? I can't remove them. I just have to learn to live with them. Once will the compiler support them properly. Okay, but we want this to be somewhat portable, I guess. No point locking people into a specific compiler. Maybe. Alright, so for the background we had some random junk. The syntax is odd to me. So this is our constructor, I'm guessing, right? This is our class name, this is our class constructor. These aren't... Are these member variables? Because this syntax in the other language I'm using is extension. Hey Dipbit. Could you not shift the definitions up a file like you couldn't see? That would lead to way too many lines. You have to copy paste the declarations. Nah, let's not do that. We'll just continue as is. Are these member args? You define stuff in the header here. You have the class. I guess for syntactic sugar. Instead of writing public before everything, we have just one public written at the front and then private. Yeah, RNG. That's not really syntactic sugar, is it? Syntactic MSG. Scorpions. Thanks for the gay scorpions, my brother. 32-month arrays. Yes, those are member variable initializers. Okay. I guess just the equivalent of Kotlin in that, then. Maybe it's not necessary for me to explain this to you, but it helps me think about it. I think these would just be in the constructor. You just have this, like here, you know. Whatever. Here we go. Gay scorpions? Whoa! You know what? Specialist Wombletics female with Claris. Here you go. 51 as well.
Did I hear gay scorpions?
Thank you. A rare Swampletics Fumo for you. Alright, anyway. So... this is really weird. I guess that's just the syntax in C++. The difference with the initializers is that you can call constructors for classes that don't have a default constructor. With the initializers, you can call constructors for classes that don't have a default initializer. You're not even being taught C++ at uni. I don't think you typically are. I had one module in C and C++, and they barely taught us. They taught us some super basics, and I think I remember I passed, but I didn't do that great. It's probably my worst programming module, funnily enough. In Kotlin, it's not a problem because you can always initialize objects to null, but in C++ you can't do that. Okay. Well, Kotlin, you can also declare stuff as being lazy or late in it, or there's a million things you can do with it. In C++, does everything have to be initialized with a value? Can you not... How does null pointer work in C++ again? Is it... It's generally frowned upon to set your variables to null? I really like optionals. Like, Kotlin optionals are so nice. You might have something like, I don't know. I can't think of a good example. Say you have a variable that's like a UI object, right? You might have like hello button. Yeah. You can write it like this. Oh god, I don't even know the fucking Windows shortcuts for this stuff. There's like a few ways you can do it. In Kotlin. You can have a late init var, which is defined to be non-optional. So when you access it, it will either crash, or you can just presume that it will be a non-null, like it will have an instance, or it'll have a value. But you know that's sort of like to help your programmers, right? It crashes, so you know you've forgotten to set it. You're basically saying this will be set by the time I read from it. It's very useful. And then you have optionals, where with hello button here, because you declare it as an optional, every time you access it, you do like a question mark, like that. And if it doesn't exist, this line doesn't get ran. So you don't have that like Java null pointer error where you'd be trying to press a null object and it would crash. I really like this. This is really nice. Like, this is so comfy. Can lead to some weird errors if you forget to set it and you're wondering why, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, if you forget to find it and you're like, oh, why doesn't the button press work? But that's just a skill issue. You know, just don't write stupid programs. That's nicer, I think, than like just the Java thing. But I like that, and I'd like to try and use something like that. Standard optional, or you could have a pointer to a dynamically allocated thing that you could literally be a null pointer, but that's a lot of allocation for no reason. Okay. I feel like I'd want to make use of standard optional in my programs then, as a... I know this is like a problem with C++, right? Where people come from other languages, and then they write it in that way. Like, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to be trying to write like a Swift program in C++, and it's going to upset some diehards, but the joy of C++ is that I can just tell them that they're falling off and that they're bald, you know, and that's a skill issue. Oh, your email scout. You see funny words. Hey, puff, 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 puff. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off on something. We're reading a bunch of stuff. Generate mipmap. What an easy function. It's that easy. Just like that. You can just do that. Is this some SFML beauty? Would this be some... If I were writing OpenGL directly, would I have to write that my own function myself? I'm sure it's some standard maths. They probably explain it here. What made you want to come back to WouHou? It's something I've been talking about a lot. The allure of Baker-chan, that's it. I don't know, I've felt inspired lately. I want to develop myself more, and I miss the streams. And I've been feeling creative, but I don't have a creative outlook right now. I was considering also doing art today's stream, but we didn't have enough in the rewards queue. We have something from Donut 3 years ago, which is to make him a picture out of SFML shapes. Hopefully it's only, it's only been 3 years. Hopefully you still remember what you requested. Probably just calls a GL generate mipmap on OpenGL. That's fair. I don't know, it's been something I've been thinking about for a while. I've always wanted to. Can you write a request context mapping context text? Tests. Dispatcher, producer, importer in this strange language. Only if you had a dot build on the end of it. I can't believe you remember that one. Of course I do. Did you ever check art regarding the tweet? Oh fuck, I was asking for what was I asking for? Programs on iPad, on Android tablets. I think I forgot. Art. Give me a second. I'm scrolling my Discord. I know this is really interesting stream content. Assuming it wasn't suggested, give Critter a shot. It's free donationware. Same on mobile. You've used it for a while before switching to Clip Studio Pro, I guess? CSP? It's great. A new version just released. It might be overwhelming, but you get the hang of it. Make sure it works on your device. It won't if your screen's too small, which is kind of L plus ratio. Dude, I've got a good tablet. I don't know where it is, but I've got like a slapper. I'm hoping it lasts like a long time. I got like a Samsung 8 Plus or some mind-boggling shit. I didn't want to have to fuck around with a cheap tablet anymore. I'm like, I'm just gonna have this for like 8 years or something. And I'm gonna get a good one now and then enjoy it, rather than get a shit one for 4 years and then replace it with a shit one for another 4 years. I'll try out Critter then. No trolling. Alright, set repeated, nice and easy. Critter's your jam too. Dude, we can do some concept arting on tablet then. Is there a way to stream from tablet to PC? There must be something I could do, right? Could I somehow capture my Android tablet screen and show it in OBS, and we could do art? Because like, something I mean, lately I've not been doing. But when I started my job like 2 years ago, whatever, I did like everything on paper. I wrote more on paper than I did code, I think. Like I had like this big notepad. I had like 2 notepads and I was filling them up constantly, and I was always doodling and drawing and decoding, and then I'd fix most of it on paper and then do it on screen, which I think was faster. Do Dax, it's a Samsung, yeah? Put your webcam at it. I mean, that's an option, yeah. What was I saying? Tablet? What was I saying? Oh, I did a lot of drawing. Like, you know, I'd be doing concepts and stuff. Whereas with WouHou, I kept wanting to draw, but I couldn't, because I'm on a computer. I think I went into Paint sometimes. Like, we did a lot of paint doodling, but it's not the same. So I feel like it would be nice to have some kind of external capture I could use. I guess I could get a second webcam and point it down. You could have a crotch cam. I don't know. Or you could just stream like the top of my head like this as I'm looking down and writing. I don't know how Dex works. Would I have to set up some scary anti-privacy thing on my Windows maybe? Anyway, m.stars.reserve starts? I have a feeling that this stars thing is a misnomer. Like, it's not actually stars, is it? But we just used that name and we never refactored it. We had this big vector. Vector 2f specifically being a 2D vector? Or it's just a vector of 2 floats, I guess. Classic M stars, it's actually M projectiles. Okay. Why is this in a background controller? Background tick. Move all stars. Why does game.c++ have 9 errors? We'll get to that today. Erase all off-screen stars. Generate a new random time until star and reset the timer. No, I think these are stars. Was this in the main menu, maybe? These might actually be stars. I think they might be. I think they might be. On the draw, if we're on the main menu... Oh! Eastern wind. From the main menu... Do some shit. Otherwise... Actually, it's used in both places. Please don't overflow. Time. God, I hope not. Imagine if time overflowed. Interesting if-else formatting.
Oh, the C++ programmer. It needs to be on the new line.
Dude, you know what you're doing in fucking Kotlin, right? You'd write this line like this. And I love it. It's beautiful. It's so legible. Shift-Alt-F. No, I'm kidding. You meant the space between the if and the else statements. I need to get ahead of myself. I'm not bullying you, Donut. I'm the prick here. I'm using you as a cheap punching bag, alright? I apologize. I'm not I know I did the nerd voice and then made fun of what you said, but I don't mean it to be mean. It's a waste of lines. You see, New Pyrus, as you get older, you want to read less, and scrolling is a really easy function, but moving left to right and trying to read each part of this is a pain in the ass. So when each line has its own, not dependency, its own bullshit, it's much easier to pass through. Like this takes 4 vertical lines, but you can really, I feel like this is really easy to read what you want. Whereas, what is it, Shift-Alt-F? This, I think it's hard to find what you're looking for. It's a preference thing. It's 100% a preference thing. I've just grown to like it a lot, because sometimes you have a really long constructor, right? And it'll go on and on and on and on and on and on. And it basically just becomes like a little function almost. Anyway, and you can do that in Kotlin actually, it's quite nice. Like this function here, this avoid background update, you could write like an equals here instead. Just like that. And it's really nice for just little tiny one-liners. Fancy. I'm becoming one of those people, aren't I? Like, oh, my language is the best. In my language, you can do it like this. In your language, like working with promises in JavaScript, you could do really long chains in one line. I promise that I have written very little JavaScript. All right, try to stop bullying. All right. I don't know what it is about WouHou that puts me in like a bullying mood, but I just have to. Bean.header, a classic. Dude, let's go. Control-Shift-L. Sprite used to run... Yo, the formatter has a... I don't know what this would be called, but it lines up your... How do I do multi-line in Windows, dude? How do I select multiple lines in this program? Oh, I made it small. This is gonna... Oh, you hold Shift and Alt. Okay, that's... fine. Oh god, you know what really annoys me in Swift, right? How do I go all the way to the end? Not Windows. Oh? No. God, having to learn like new shortcuts. Painful. Is there a JetBrains C++? It's like C Lion, right? Should I just buy C Lion? No. The end key. Dude, my end key is under a function because I use a short keyboard for OSU. C Lion. This is not good. I need to... I'm pressing 5 buttons for this. Does Sea Lion have a community edition? Alright, I might have to try and get Sea Lion. I don't know. Or maybe get a different shortcut for this, I don't know. Whatever. You have a student one that you use. I think I had a student edition once. Sprite used to render the bean. Contains transform information like position and rotation. How fast the bean is moving, how fast the bean is spinning. Physics parameter for the bean's lightness, spinniness, bounciness. I thought it said spiciness. Yeah, you'd have to buy it, be a student, or work on an open source project. So you're telling me if I release the source code for WouHou, I get C Lion for free? What? Could I not just use... Can I not just use one of the other community editions and just install C++ plugin in it? You wrote this file. You did. This is a donut file. You can tell because it's got the joy and twinkle of laughter in its eye. Frightening. Squirt 2. Donut smells. I don't think you wrote this one. Nano. Make WouHou open source and get C Lion for free. I mean, it might as well be open source. You're reading it. Needs to be maintained. Oh. Skill issue. No discard. Constant expression? Is const expr just how you make a function constant? What? Can someone please explain this syntax to me? Why would I need to make a function constant? And what does no discard do? Make everything's open source, including your work. Hell yeah. Constant expr on a function means this is allowed to be evaluated at compile time. What does that mean with a function though? Because yeah, with a, you know, if you have a pi or something and you write it as constant, I guess maybe like these. These can be done at compile time. So like this expression here, this number halved, this would be done at compile time. I understand, but why the function? This code is good. I know, right, Kirby? You can use it in constants, like auto x equals func, and it will be guaranteed to be constant evaluated. Is it so? For example, this donut, where this number here is a square root donut smells. I could use the function square in here, and this would be legal. Is that what that means? And if I got rid of the constant expr, this would no longer be legal. I see. Okay. I don't think... You have... I mean, obviously you have constant variables in Kotlin. I don't know how I'd have compile time calculated functions. I don't think you can do this. At least not in an easy way. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, because I think this is an issue I've tried to solve in Kotlin, but I don't know the solution to. Where you want to run something through a function, like, a square function or something. No discards means don't throw away the result of the function or the compiler will yell at you. So if I did have square here, and I didn't have no discard, there's a chance that this might be evaluated to 0.7 or whatever. But then the compiler might just go and then like ditch it at some point. Is this more of a hack though, like to guarantee functionality, or is it actually required? It's to make sure you don't do something like myContainer.empty as a statement expecting it to clear the container. Wait, what do you mean? Throw it on the heap and hope for the best. Hell yeah. myContainer.empty. So if square was an empty function, and I had some Wait, hang on, sorry. Empty is a function that checks the container is empty and returns a bool. Oh, is empty, not do empty. That's checking if it is empty, not clear. Some people might think it means clear. Sorry, don't throw the result of this function away. Oh, okay, I understand. So, what this means... Sorry, I need to pause the music for a second. If I call float, if I call square, right? If I say a equals square 1 or whatever, I can't just call square b or square 2. I have to assign it to something because it has a return value. Is that what that means? So this is returning a float. So if I were to just call square 1, this would be banned. Well, 1.0f or whatever. But if I were to do float ab's, that's allowed. Is that what that means? Okay, that's really good. So you can guarantee that. That's fantastic. That's really good to know. Because you can in Kotlin, in Android Studio, whatever, I don't know what it's called, whatever lint is built in, it will just yell at you and it will just say end result is ignored or something. Because some functions you don't actually need the return value. Sometimes it's like, set variable and then it returns if it's successful or not, and sometimes you just don't care. You just want to set and forget. That's really good to know. What's up with the 2 square brackets? Is that a template? I don't know anything or remember anything about templates in C++. It's nothing to do with templates. Is it just the syntax? Some have it built in. C++ had to add it with no discard. This is good info. I can't wait to forget all of it. No, but I'm trying to actually learn rather than just say yes and then get on with it. It's the attribute syntax in C++. Is this the same as compiler marks in Kotlin? So if you had like that nullable in Java, I think. Is it the version of that? Like, if the C++ had a nullable thing built in, it would be like that. Okay, that's good to know. I'm learning so much. You're a great teacher, dude. You put up with so much. You should always ignore my bullying. I owe you, like, a lot of beer. Like, an insane amount of beer. One day. Donut the Patient. Dude, he's an aged sage. You're learning as well. Are you learning, chat? I'm learning. Can't believe these educational streams are learning. 1 crushed penguin's worth of Guinness. That's half a Guinness. It takes 2 penguins to make a Guinness. Find collision. Standard optional. We're seeing him. We grab some bounds and we set them here. Oh yeah, because this... Bounds. Find collision. This entire program was single-threaded, right? Or did we have some parallelization? I feel like this whole thing was single-threaded. Leaning on your pillow. Here, when we're passing in bounds, is it possible that bounds could have been modified in situ? Because this is a reference, right? If I... Forgive me. Didn't I say once that passing by reference is like quote retweeting? Or like, yeah, like quote retweeting. If there was an edit button, I guess. And then passing by value is like copy and pasting the tweet into a text file. Well, if you pass by reference and someone edits their tweet, you know, you're referencing that, you're retweeting that tweet, so anyone reading that new tweet would see the edit. Whereas with value, you've just copy and pasted it into a text file. It has no reference to the original thing. I know it's stupid, but I remember mentioning it at some point. Like, I think I saw it in a clip, like, last year, and it's really stuck with me. This concept of, like... I don't know why the Twitter thing makes more sense to me than any other explanation, but, like, quote retweeting versus copy and pasting a tweet. I think it's the ridiculous thing, right? Like, you remember stuff easier if it's really silly. And the idea of copy and pasting a tweet to share it seems so stupid that it stuck with me. But yeah, like, this is a reference, right? So if bounds were to change passing into this, it would change in this context as well. Like, if bounds were to be cleared in some other thread magically, it would also be cleared here. Right? So, not that that's really why we did this, but by setting const auto left, right, top, bottom here, this would also guard us. Not only is it making it easier to write this, it's also guarding us in case that changes. If bounds is always copied inside the function, it doesn't matter. Cool. I'm trying to learn, chat. I said it's been like 3 years since I've written C++, or 2.5 or whatever. I don't know, someone should check like the last time of the VOD. The git commit said 2 to 3 years. But I don't actually know how long it's been. Anyway, this is just like super standard collision detection, isn't it? We have something, we pass in some stuff. Square root 2 donut smells, I guess, is like this... Is that the size of a bean's hitbox? Maybe? Anyway, we've been reading through these beans. I wanted to try and wool square is ambiguous. Dude, is the linting in this improved or are there actually errors? I should make sure I control. Just delete everything. Ah, there we go. Okay. We should try and fix this problem, at least today. This. So I'm skipping over a few files here, I know. But this... Right, what was it? F7, right? If we hit build and, like, dox myself quickly, we can see here that there's, like, a few errors in this file. And if I format the whole document... Was I not using the formatter donut because I didn't like how you wrote square curly braces or something? Because my life currently depends on, like, automatic indenters and file optimizers. I, like, spam that stuff to make my files pretty. This collision code is just for the walls. Okay, probably. God, I'm annoying, aren't I? I'm sorry. Hey, Flowing Rocks. Sorry for putting you through that. Here you go. This is really why I wanted to stream. I just wanted to, apologize. You could always change the formatting in Clang format.
Oh, I don't want to learn how to do that, though. I'm stupid. 2019, Woolen.
I'm now smart. Super genius. 2022, Woolen. I own 2 Fumos. Swampletics is here. Hey, Flowing Rocks. That's correct. I have 13.6 inches in TFP. And Apex, I think. I don't think my Apex sense is different. But anyway, here's the game file. Let's try and find these errors. I found them. 9 plus. I don't think it's 9 errors. So yeah, when we were last working on this, we were apparently working on random generation poorly. You remember me saying my Apex to be the same? Yeah, but I don't know if I lowered it at some point further. Does this program have a refactor yet? I mean, it might just not work because the file doesn't work. If I go into a functional file, can I refactor this into a... Can I extract method? Because that was the thing that really annoyed me with this program. Is there an extension for extract method? Because I love extract method. Online calcs give 40 plus cents and games nowadays ignore Windows cents. I don't know about the centimeters, I'll be honest. I just know I use 500 DPI, my source engine senses too, and I'm in the middle in Windows with raw input. Which I was pretty sure is 13.6 inches. It's this much. Do you see my mouse? It's this much movement. Can you see it? Can you see that? Oh shit, you can see my sensor. This is kind of cool. I have fancy mouse feet. Don't look at my feet. No, these are the default feet. I'm pretty sure they're like Teflon, aren't they? I don't know. They're the ones built in. I mean, you see here, it's already worn away on the bottom. This mouse isn't even that old. Why is... It's like really degraded on that one foot. Do you think I spilled something on the table under it or something? Don't know how well you can see that with the autofocus. Also, by the way, I forgot to mention it earlier, but isn't it great having a green screen? Like when we were doing WouHou, I didn't have a green screen. I had like nowhere to put my webcam. But now I can like cover the whole code. It's great, isn't it? 16 inches. Are you sure? 500 DPI? Are you sure about that? Do you 1 foot drift your mouse around? It's weird because that's this side of the mouse. That's like the bottom right. No, you don't use this side of the mouse. Now I can point at the code. I can be like this piece here. Oh. All right. Good enough. Anyway, what's going on in here? Let's start hiding some stuff. Maybe it'll help. We can at least see if there's some broken curly braces, nice and easy. Const. Is this just called const? Oh no, it returns an enemy, a pointer to an enemy, I think. Calconic. DPI 500. Input sense 2. I'll be honest, I don't trust this site. Give me like the original one. TF2 to Overwatch sense or something. Aiming Pro? This isn't the file with errors. Oh. I've already gone wrong. It seems accurate. I feel like this is ignoring Windows. Which I know you said modern programs don't care about, but maybe that's an issue. TF2 to TF2. Sense 500 to 500. It does say that, huh? Do I use a 500 DPI? Maybe I use 400 DPI. I don't. 600 DPI. Do I have 600 DPI? 600 DPI is 13.6. What DPI are you? Did I used to use 600 DPI? Hello, Jen. Your mother? 400, 800 is standard, so 500 is custom set. What are we talking about? My mouse DPI. Am I stupid? I've been saying 500 for like 10 years. There you go. Sorry, that's broken my world a little bit. 1600 in games because of that. It's like less input lag. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably the world's best video game player. And my sense is perfect, so you should copy it. What I remember is that 3 clicks Philip video that was meant to prove that low, like, it was like the whole, you know, like the old Russian snipers always used to say use a low DPI because high DPI skips, and it turns out it's the opposite. But I'm like an old boomer, so I'm stuck with the low DPI like an idiot. I was trying to talk and breathe and drink. Terrible. Let's try and fix this file. Oh god, what have I done in here? Okay, so immediately we've got a missing closed bracket. Probably goes down here somewhere. Generate boss. Alright, there's one issue. Is that all of the issues? Like, if I were to cut out this function, does that make the file function? Oh, do I need to rebuild? Anything past 400 DPS is too fast to navigate outside of games. Yeah. Dude, I kept thinking my sense was changing between computers. Did I fuck something up? Russian snipers, that sounded funny. Well, like when, like in old like TF2 and like old Counter-Strike games, like hit scan like sniper mains would always say like use a DPI of like 1. Dude, is this? Oh, that did fix the issue, kinda. Okay, that's assert. Assert is undefined. Assert is undefined? Well. Hash includes CAssert. Yeah, apparently I just didn't know that. That's a weird one. Oh god, writing a hash on this keyboard's fucking pain. No, it's not. That's Mac. Never mind. It's incredible. Have you ever tried Unity? I think I've looked at Unity. I was an Unreal Engine programmer. That sounds so impressive. I did my uni degree in uni. I did my uni degree. I did my dissertation in the Unreal Engine. Remember golf? Procedural golf? That was Unreal Engine. I had to rewrite. Oh god. Like it was following. Oh god. So procedural golf, right? You do a masters. I didn't do a masters. You couldn't pay me to do a masters. I was so sick of education at the end. Procedural golf was a game I made for uni. Maybe I can show it.
Hello
So,
there.
stop
Welcome
talking,
back.
Willen. I don't care about you. Let's get this Linus Tech Tips thing out of the way. Maybe I can like show you this. All right. Let's just get rid of my fucking bookbox bar. Here we go. All right. How do I capture this? Give me a second. I don't understand streamers that just like blindly show their like web browser on stream. Like that would freak me the fuck out. There we go. Like I access like government shit on my computer, you know? I don't want to accidentally type in my like fucking ID number into the browser or something, you know? And then there's streamers who like do React content in their regular ass browser. I just don't get that. All right. Sorry, this is taking just a second. Here we go. Sorry if I accidentally flash like private information. Do you remember procedural golf and how you couldn't play as Sanae? I'm sorry, dude. Anyway, start up, Willen. I made this procedural golf game in Unreal Engine, right? Sorry, I'll put the music back on. And this was only part of it. Like, I wrote this and then like 50,000 words or something. Like, this was like several months, but like this wasn't even the whole thing. This was like a small part of the fucking project. You should never allow me to work. Ever. I accidentally did an extra hour today. I'm really bad. I'm working right now, technically. This is programming. I'm overtime. I guess. What was your grade? I got a first. I got the best degree you could get. Tell everyone. I'm really smart. I promise you. That's what the government says, at least. I know, right? This is probably the reason I got a first, by the way. I was like... until my last year, and then my last year I just like did nothing but work for the whole year, and I like pushed my grade up to a first. And because the UK doesn't use like a proper grade system with like a number, it just says first. So it just says I've got the best grade, even though it was like the start of it, probably. How long did you spend on this? I spent like half a year on this. And like a full time. Like this plus writing all the 50 trillion words and stuff. Is that a 4 GPA? I don't know. We don't use decimal GPAs in the UK, so I have essentially the same grade as my friend who's like 500 times better than me, which is a bit stupid, but you know, it won't matter in a few years. Anyway, this, right? This WouHou game. I made these little C++ console programs that would print out these here, and then I implemented them as Unreal Engine. I made a game, and then I made them as level generators, right? So whatever. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, but my main point is just like this here. These are all stitched together items that have been generated, and between each of them is an infinitely small gap because they're technically separate 3D models for each element of the floor. And in the version of Unreal at the time, there was a bug where sometimes an item moving over it would just go into the skybox at 1,000 miles an hour, which was a serious issue because my entire project was based around modular items and placing stuff together, and I tried so many solutions like slightly overlapping and having dips and bumps and using a cylinder instead of a ball or not colliding with the ground. All these things that were just like not a good idea, right? Because, you know, like this level, you can like jump up. I wanted to have height and like depth as like the snake gen, wherever it is. Which one's that? I must have that on video, right? I must have filmed the snake one, right? This is the cave. This is the design level. Did I not film the snake gen? Oh, here we go. This. So the whole point of this one was that it was like going up and down like this, right? It's a classic physics problem. Well, you see, Unreal Engine had like a solution which they'd like silently broken. I can't remember what it was, but it's something to do with like smoothing on the edges of... something to do with the collision detection and hitting the edges of items. Because Unreal has insane collision detection out of the box. It works really well. Oh, good night, Lindley. It's like super efficient. Like you could import a model of like a teapot and import a model of a monkey from Blender and smack them around in the engine, and they like will perfectly collide at like a max frame rate, and it's amazing. So I didn't want to write my own collision detection for this. But you can see, you know, whatever. I had to I had to download Unreal Engine from source code as a uni student and like find like these lines that were necessary. I remember so little about it because I've buried it from my brain. But I had to find the thing that they'd broken in the source code that prevented the little smoothing I was trying to do between geometry, and fix it, and then recompile it, and use that as my engine. How did I do that? I don't remember. It was horrible. It was the only reason it was even possible because there was one forum post from like 20 years ago where someone had found the line that I was looking for and said this could be an issue in the future. Anyway, there was an issue like they'd clamped at some point for performance. They'd clamped the the granularity. They'd clamped the granularity of the collision engine to actually be quite big. So it would only check for collisions in like quite a large range, realistically. And I wanted to use an infinitesimally rather small one. Not like 0.001, but like a small number. And like, they just wouldn't be possible. And you could set this number to be as small as possible, and it would print out that that's the number it's trying to collide with. But in the source code, they'd like commented out, they'd done some bullshit, they'd clamped it or something, and it was actually clamping it up to like 1, and I was trying to run 0.0 or whatever. The serotonin was insane. Yeah, dude. Like, look at it. It works. You just see it smoothly rolling over. I tried so many things, and I thought about so many like different ways I could get around the problem, and in the end, the solution was just to rebuild the Unreal Engine. And that was when I was introduced to Windows's limited file directory size. Because trying to recompile Unreal Engine, they have like 1,000 fucking million folders with some of these points, and the file names are so long they hit the limit in Windows. So I had to move the Unreal Engine to my like C root and call it U, so I could fit it. I could even run the build. Anyway, was it a bug was the bug constant? It was weirdly random, but you could get it. Like, if you tried for like a minute, you'd get it a few times. And so it was annoying enough that it would be impossible to use. And I didn't like it. Like, it was maybe one every 25 times you'd roll over something. And it would base on speed and angle, so if you went straight over, it would go straight up, and if it went aside, it would bounce back, and it was impossible. This is cool. You have your IRP next semester and you don't know what you're going to do. Is that your diss? Sorry. I just needed to rant for a second. Did the game get played by anyone in terms of making it? You lot all played it. That YouTube video I showed you. What did I call it? Procedural golf. The video had nearly 4,000 views, so at the time it probably had like 2,000-3,000 views. Oh, when the uni was grading you? No. I think my professor must have played it, because he was awesome. He was like a super professor. I don't know why he was at my uni. He probably could have worked at like Cambridge or Oxford. Like he was up to the nose in merits.
Hello old, and I have finally started an IT job and
Yeah,
currently
okay,
have 2 jobs and a wedding coming up in a few weeks, so no free time until the holidays are over. I hope you're doing well, Sneeze.
I am. Thank you for the 51. Good luck with your job. What are you doing? Well, I hope to see you after that's all done. You can pick me up on it. Anyway, yeah. My thank you. My professor was insane, so he probably actually did play it. But none of the markers definitely played it. They probably just watched the video. I think the feedback form had a few hundred posts, which is better than a lot of indie games, sadly. People liked it. I like procedural golf. It was a lot of work. Sorry. Do you use Calc 2 and 3 in game programming? Your maths professors are garbo, so you're learning heck all. You'll have to explain what Calc 2 and 3 are to me. In my day-to-day job as a mobile app developer, I'll say that my use of maths is limited and it's rather more logic. And if I do need to know something maths related, I Google it. Like earlier today I was Googling about Bezier curves and like cubic ways to have like a cubic line graph, you know, so instead of it just drawing between each item in a line graph, you have a nice Bezier curve to move between them. I could just Google that. It's support contract work for a news company. Ooh, nice. Nice. Oh, sorry, I've introduced a black line again. Here we go, just fixing everyone's OLEDs. You have to go get a suit replaced as the one they made is off-size, so you'll leave. Oh, bye, Kedron. Have a nice time. Give us a heads up when you're all free. Anyway, sorry. I think I've read through everything now. I've moved it to the top. Yeah, but no one's gonna see all the way up there. Look, my hand doesn't even reach. Anyway, what else was wrong with this file? There was another 2 errors somewhere. Bonjour. Oh, we need to do CAssert. Right. Sorry. Just like that. Oh, nice. You were right why we wanted it. Is that it? Do I really need to rebuild every time? Is F7 build or run? I feel like F6 is build. You've stolen the definition. Calc 2 is tangent line approximation, series and sequences, harder integrals, with more techniques on how to solve them. Optimization, polar integrals, improper integrals. The fuck is an integral? I promise you I have the first. In mathematics, an integral assigns numbers to functions in a way that describes displacement, area, volume, and other concepts. Oh. You take that as now. A definite integral of a function can be... I'll be honest, I don't use this in my day-to-day, but I would highly suggest that you try and learn and do as best as you can in it, because regardless of if you use this knowledge or not, if you are able to learn this, you are able to learn anything. So I think that's... like, this seems like extremely, like... this seems like some rather tough stuff, I'll be honest. If you're able to get your head around this, I think that's going to give you an amazing platform. Like, I was always really shit at maths in school, I'll be honest. And I wish I was better. It just... I wasn't a... what's the word? Not really like an academic in that sense, so it just didn't really stick with me. It was only like uni when I started actually getting good grades, because I could, you know, manage everything myself. And even then, it was only my last 2 years. So yeah. My advice, put everything off until you're 21. No, don't do that. You just make up a consonant and shove it on the end so it works. Hell yeah. I would suggest if you are motivated, if not, motivate yourself. Learn it, become really good. Have the self-confidence that you're able to do these difficult maths puzzles. And then you'll be able to apply that problem solving to anything. You might not use these exact formulas, but you'll use the same way of learning. You're still your human monkey brain. One day, your monkey brain was picking its nose, and then the next day it learned agricultural, you know, practices and farming and tool usage, and then the next day it's learning integrals in calc. It's all building on each other. You still learn the same way by reading and doing and repeating and neuron pathway bullshitting. So you gotta practice. The professor might be ass, but why not just be good, you know? You know, just be extremely good at the subject. The professor might suck at you, like, yeah, you know, just lol forehead, just do it, you know, bruh. My point is more like, don't let someone doing their job poorly pull you down. You're better than that, right? Surely. You have more confidence than that. You're better than that. If you were like trying to get healthy in the gym and there was some like old man like heckling you, would you be like, oh, I guess I shouldn't. I guess I should leave the gym now. I should give up. No, you like become the world's strongest runner. You do a kickflip, and he's so impressed he claps. Everyone claps. Do good and study. That's right. Draw the owl. If everyone gave up because their lecturer was bad, the world would have gone nowhere. Yeah, dude. Anyway, just try your best. Don't give up on school if you have bad teachers, because that's like what you're going to be 40. You're going to be like, oh, I had shit grades, but it's because of Professor fucking John Smith. You know, it's his fault I'm this bad. That ain't gonna fly. Speaking of flying, is this building? Where are the errors? The command failed. Great. Can I do Control B? Control B does not work, dude. I do Command B in Xcode and like whatever the third button is on Mac plus B in Android or F6 or something. I don't know what any of my shortcuts are. I just know the muscle memory of how to press them. Does anyone else get that? Like, I don't actually know how to describe what buttons I press. I just know what I do with my hands. I don't even know what the Mac things are called. Like, it's Command and like Alt, Shift. I don't know. How about this, Flowing Rocks? If you do well, you'll know that it's entirely like by your own personal skill and not just because you were carried by a good professor. Wouldn't that be like really satisfying to do well in the exam and know that it's just because you practiced and that you can do anything? Anyway, sorry. Enough of this. Cannot forget. Can I? Oh, hang on. Static assert. Is this an issue with FMT? No, surely not. Bullet type. Bullet controller.c++. Bullet controller? Line 80? Is it this? Oh, you probably have an invalid format string somewhere. I think it's this. Oh, this is a nice song. Don't know. Also, I've been thinking about Cave Story a lot lately. Bullet type. Bullet type reference. It's this. Is it because I commented out that function earlier? The bullet type emung can't be formatted. Oh. Oh. I don't remember anything about C++, dude. Does it not bring up a little lint for me to tell me exactly what to write? Struct bullet type. Enum class bullet type. Is this really how you write class names in C++? You don't write it like that. Also, it's enum class in this as well. It's enum class in Kotlin. C++ doesn't have an automatic note to get the name of an enum. Oh, do I just need to do like .name, .value, .raw value? Something like that. Oh, you have to make a function with a switch in it. Okay. How do I do that in a class? Oh god, I don't want to write my first code, it's disgusting. I want to write fun. Hey Nick, sorry. Well, what other functions have I written that have returned a string? This is a header. How would I write that? Would I write, how do you declare a function, dude? Do you just write the name of the thing you return? Enums can't have functions, so it would have to be a free function. Oh, like a converter. So like a... God, I don't remember anything, huh? It's kind of fun, actually. Why are these all written as structs? Oh, the file's called extra structs, no wonder. So would I just have something like this? Oh, here we go. Oh, I just have string, the name of the thing. Do I not have a thing that returns a string? So just like, oh. This seems gross. Sorry. Is this really the syntax for writing class names in C++? This doesn't seem right. Oh god. Lowercase with an underscore? Is it snake? This seems needlessly confusing. Oh, you have the no discard, so you have to use it. That's smart. Const expr. Const expr is more just so you have the ability to use it at compile time if you want to. It's not necessary right now. But it's in the future we might need it. What is a standard string view instead of a string? Is it a string that is explicitly built for debugging? Like Android has a What's it called? It has a like a superclass of string and character. Char sequence, I think. You normally do Pascal case now. Okay. I might refactor this stuff at some point then. Did I do that because I was lazy and I just wanted everything to be the same? Standard string allocates memory and owns the string contents. String view just points to a string in memory. Is a string view like a read-only thing then? Like you define it, it gets stored somewhere and you can reference it. And then a string is something that you'd be modifying? In this case, you return a string view because you're only returning string literals that have a static storage location. Oh, yeah, I see. Because I'd have I'm presumably just going to name it after the enum, right? Also, is it not string? Is it standard string? Yeah. So standard string view, what have you written? Get bullet name, bullet type. Oh, I've done it back to front, haven't I? Oh yeah, oh, feels kind of weird to do it this way around again. No except. What does this mean? Does it just mean it doesn't throw anything? No, surely not. I've seen, because I remember this. I don't remember what it does. Anyway, oh, is there a way to make it so if I start a new line here, it auto indents for me? I guess it doesn't matter because I could have it. Can I have it at least just like format on build maybe? No except. I promise this function doesn't throw exceptions, and if it does, it will terminate. Is it just it's a compiler optimization? Do I do it before? I do it before the curly brace. Okay. It's the same as doing that in Colin, I guess, like with a normal. More like a contract to the user of the function. Oh, it's just saying that you can safely call this. Okay. That's good to know. I'm just going to actually note this, because it will help me if I want to come back and remember this stuff. I'll delete this in like a week. I feel like it's going to be easier for me to have it written here so I can remember it instead of having to re-ask each time. No, it's not read-only. Use a string view because you're only returning string literals that have a static storage location. Is it? It happens to be read-only as well. I feel like I'm writing like uni notes. So do people write no except like everywhere? Because I've seen it quite a lot. I feel like a lot of C++ is boilerplate. That's not a hot take, like I know, but like... a lot of this seems like it could be a lot more streamlined. Which I guess is why everyone keeps making their own versions, right? Like you can do the thing in C++, but you have to remember all these little keywords. I don't know how you can look at all these files and all these lines of code. I mean, there's like 5 lines of code on the screen and none of them mean anything right now, but that's fair. Most people are too lazy to write it consistently. That's fair. I mean, there's no point in over-optimizing, right? And there's no point over-optimizing for other programmers if you haven't even gotten a functioning program yet. You can spend forever writing and minimizing and doing all this stuff, but never end up actually getting anywhere. So, I mean, there's a point where you have to stop, right? But if it's a function you use a lot, maybe. Like, square, maybe. Whatever. Switch type. Does it have an autocomplete? That would be too much. Could I have that as an option? God, I love JetBrains, dude. There must be, right? Extensions. Extract method? C++? Refactor method? Refactor method? Clanged extension. Clanged. Alright. Installing malware. Code completion. Errors and warnings. You have both C++ tools and clanged. Which should I use? So I remember disabling IntelliSense at some point. I do want to replace it. Alright. I'll take your word on it. Reload. Go on, reload it then. Would you like to download and install clanged? Go on then. It's gonna print. Oh, you can't. It's under my face. It's installing down here. There you go. Reload the window. Okay, Visual Studio is kind of cute, dude. Oh, it's got the little hymn. What's the shortcut for quick fix? There must be one, right? Oh my god. Auto completion. Okay. Let's go. Oh god. It's got a cursor down here. I'm gonna need to like can I rebind it from being on end? Like these keys are not working for my small monkey brain. What was it? End? Shift? I just had to hold down like 70 keys. You might to include string view. I thought we've done it with Oh my god. Plugins are great, dude. Wait, what? We should have used more plugins. Oh, it's like this. Dude, Swift has... Oh, not Swift. Xcode has such bad behavior for pasting multi-line. In Swift, I've just copied all these, right? You see how it's adding new lines for all of these? In Swift, if I were to paste these, it would just write them in the middle of all these lines. It would write them like this. Or not in Swift, sorry, in Xcode specifically. It would... If I were to just paste them, it would write it like... It doesn't even let me do it in Visual Code. Oh, it does. You see how it's like... just written in the middle of everything like a weirdo. It would do that and I hate it. Sorry. This is not user-friendly. Function, shift, end. Not quick. Like that. Do I have to return a string view? Just get a proper keyboard. I mean... This is going to be hard without having proper shortcuts. Should I buy a MacBook just to make this easier? I feel like I'm quite a quick programmer usually. Like I'm zooming at work. Okay. I guess it is my job. Does this need to be a standard string view like that? No, surely not. What's wrong with you? Let's hit the build. Yeah, having to use function is a pain. They will be implicitly converted. That's handy. This is not correct. No type string view in standard. Just context string view. String view. Did I not just include string view? I just did. Do I need to put this in there? This is in the header. Is it maybe need to be up here? You might be in C++ 14 mode. Clanged might be. Alright, well, just for now. I know this is how all the problems start. But just for now, let's just do a standard string. Okay, just to have it working. Do I need to include standard? This window needs to be big by default. No string in standard? Fix available. We'll fix it then. Oh. Does I only have one colon written? Hang on, that might be the problem. It's still giving errors. Well, can you not just fix that? Include string. You need to include string? Standard string view should build even if Clang doesn't get it. Well, let's try it then. Standard string view. Like that. Yeah, because Clang's just a linter, presumably, right? It doesn't actually have any effect on the code. It just looks at it for you. Can't initialize return object of type int. This is not an int. Is it just an int because everything's an int? Is every method an int by default? VS Code looks much better than Regular Studio. I kind of like Regular Studio. I don't hate it. There's an unnecessary break at the end. Oh. Oh yeah, I suppose so. I mean, it wouldn't be unnecessary if there were extra enums added. It becomes int when there's an error. Okay, that's nice. In C++, does it force you to have a full switch? Like if I were to delete these, would it not compile until it's filled out? Because they've got that in a few other places. Depends on what warnings. Oh, it's explicitly the compiler warning. This isn't building, by the way. No type named string view in standard. See? And I have include string. Do I have to do include standard? The squiggles are from Clanged. Oh, okay. So it's just not... Do I need to try and fix that now, maybe? Extension settings? 1 second. Okay, thank you. The issue is somewhere else then. Okay. Which part of this is the error? Static assert failed. Cannot format an argument. For type T formatable. Oh, it's the original error. Okay. I see. And that was... God, this... Is there a way to have this output in color? It just being like white is pain pecker. What file was that in again? I get that... Bloody hell, this is... I used to complain a lot about trying to read the debug messages in WouHou, and I thought I was just stupid, but I think it is just unnecessarily difficult. It's this, I'm looking at it. So easy. We do... Where did I write this again? Struct. Extra... Wait, do I need a static reference to that? You don't know why VS's Code's terminal doesn't have color. There's an extension that does it. Output coloring for log files by IBM. I mean, this isn't... Is output.log, maybe? See what that does. Color. That's not what I need. Don't need that. Synapse output? Well, whatever. International Business Machine. Oh, shit, it's in color now. Thanks, IBM. Oh my god, this is so much easier to read. So much easier. Oh, god. Anyway, bullet.type, extra structs. Wait, hang on, why is... Can you just have a function... Can you just have a function in the header? Or is this stupid? This should be pulled out. Right? Should this not be... I don't remember if we had singletons in this or not, but this should be static, right? Because this is more of a utility thing. Or do I have an extra structs reference somewhere? C makes you generate a file called compilecommands.json in build. It can be global, it's fine because it's marked const expr. Should I just chuck this in some file called globals? No. I'll leave it in here because it's referencing it. Wait, hang on, is this fine as is then? Was this fine where it was? Because this isn't part of a class. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this is just floating in namespace wall. Or cluttering the global namespace. It's fine. Bullet controller. We just do get bullet name. Oh god, this is horrible. If I do next line, does it add a plus? No, JetBrains. Oh, can you not just chuck it on a multi-line like that? Kinda hate this. How would I split the line in this? Oh, I guess I'd, sorry, I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid. Just like that. You can break lines by ending the string and starting again on the next line. Like that. Without a plus. Like that. No, like, comma? Just... Just like that? That feels wrong. That should work. What combines these two strings together? Just C++ magic, like it sees that it's two... They're not char arrays in C++, are they? That's a C thing, isn't it? Alright, what's wrong? The following warning is being treated as an error. Okay. Great. Well, there you go. The C preprocessor. I guess we do need to fix that before we... Not all control paths return a value. Just slap return at the end. Yeah, I'm looking at this. I don't like how it's aggressively marking everything with a red until I build it. I want it to be constantly compiling in the background non-stop. We'll fix Clang soon. Thank you, Professor. It's having some real issues. Generate boss void. Oh, God. Oh, no, it's so aggressive. There's no control shift. How do I search all files in this? Where is find? I'm addicted to control shift F. It is control shift F. Oh, it's this. It just compile. Oh, it did compile. Wait, what? Linker errors. Generating code. Oh, it's because we do have this, but that's the thing that we just commented out. Dude, search. This doesn't exist, right? Because we just comment. This was the thing that was having issues, wasn't it? See? So we can just, like, you know, just do one of these old beans. Technically. I don't really care if the boss generates or not, or if this crashes. I just wanted to build. Is the link error just because there wasn't anything in the C++ file where the header had something? Are you ready to hit plus, chat? It's never going to segfault. Dude, I hit plus and it's not doing anything. Oh, you don't hit plus, do you? You... Oh. I don't remember how I run it. You might need to the DLL file now. No, we had a special way to run it, didn't we? Oh, he's saying we might need to drag them in now. I was remembering we had like a regular ass. /woolen. Actually, this is debug. Oh, this is right. Did I do the... It's this, right? Oh, SFML window 2 not found. Yeah. Oh god. Oh. I should make that sound quieter. It's really scary. Alright, where do I put the DLL files, Dennet? You reckon we just didn't have them in the right place? It's so aggressive. Why did I have to open it in Windows to find out what the error was? You just pop them next to the exe. Can I not have like some sort of build... What's the word for that? Build rule that would move them for me. Because build... I should be able to delete the bin folder. Well, not the bin. I should be able to delete the build folder, right? It should rebuild itself. You see, he works in programming now. He understands. He's had to wipe his Gradle files. Alright, so my DLL files are actually in my Windows program files, right? Because we built them earlier off stream, didn't we? Bernard? I think. SFML. Lib? Release. No. CMake. SFML. No. Is it just flac.lib, freetype.lib? Oh, SFML audio graphics main network library system window. I guess Vorbis is og Vorbis. So I just plop these in there. You'd have that, but then you'd have to teach you more CMake. Or send you another thing to copy and paste. Do you think it's something I could work out myself? Like if I don't know where I'd put them, so perhaps best practices would be best taught by you, but I feel like I could just have a different folder somewhere that's like extra libs or something that downloads SFML and then builds it and then drags it from some temp folder into the build folder. I don't know. Portability. Come on, dude, run. Oh. Like that? This is not it. CMake's kind of black magic. You'd have to read the docs. Oh. It's not as easy as Xcode, where you just you just have a build rule that's like move files from to, which I guess is user friendly, but a bit stupid. I just opened Discord. Oh, I'm in Discord already. Dude, just open my folder. Why won't you run now? What's wrong? Do I need to perhaps? I shouldn't need to rebuild. It's a runtime thing, right? Bin debug woolen.exe. Reveal me in File Explorer. Oh, SFML graphics 2 not found. Audio system. Window. Oh, it's missing a bunch of things that are -2. Hang on. It's looking for files that don't exist. I see some files in the downloads source code. But I feel like I shouldn't just drag those in. Why is it looking for -2? Is it just a bad build? Is it CMake looking for... Did I copy and paste them incorrectly or something? Is this generated? This must be generated, right? Okay, it's probably not CMake. You have an example from one of your projects where you move stuff after a build in CMake if that's what you're looking for. Yes, it's generated. Okay. Where... Oh, look. The X project. .CMake? No. Where am I using SFML? CMake lists? Where am I explicitly asking for these libraries? Woolen... SFML, is it this? Is it find package, maybe? Audio Graphics Network System window. And then here, SFML Audio Graphics Network System window. This has all my CMake code. So why is it asking for... Sorry chat, it's going to make a scary noise. It's looking for SFML Audio -2, System -2, Graphics -2, Window -2, which are sort of like the files we just added, but with a -2 written at the end. What's up with that? That doesn't sound right, does it? The files you added are .libs, you need .dlls. Oh, I'm stupid. Sorry. .lib. We need bin. Ah, of course. It's a simple, easy mistake. I love the Windows 95 sounds. It makes me feel like I'm programming. I don't need open anal 32, do I? That's for the other WouHou. We can delete that. Some key bindings go to, you know what, F7. Build. We don't need to build, but I just like seeing that build finished. Terminal. Yeah, take me to Woolen.exe. Come on. It's not running. Why doesn't it tell me why it's not running? OpenAL is for audio. Oh, does it need that? I'll let it have it. Oh, it needed it. Oh, it loaded and then crashed. Let's go. Failed to load Liberation font. Do I need to install that on my system? Surely not. I mean, if we do this again, we should actually make like just a font sprite, right? You're running it from the wrong folder. It's not meant to be from debug? cd ... 3 times. Wait, hang on. I'm going up to... Up here? Hang on. Were we not meant to run it from the... Build? Do I have to run it from this directory for it to run? Does this give it context for these other folders? Why is that the case? Is there any way to make that less stupid? No, it's still giving me an error. That's how the file system works. Okay, I get it must be a contextual thing, right? Like it can't navigate up by itself, I guess. It still doesn't know what this font is, which is there, and hopefully has some kind of licensing that lets me put it in this, because I don't remember where we got this from. Why doesn't this work around then? Failed to create the font face. Failed to load font. Liberation mono regular. What's wrong with it? Do I need to actually install it on my system, like through Windows? Alright, I've installed it. Maybe that. No. Failed to load font dash dash. Wait, hang on. Hang on, maybe that's an issue. Control Shift F. Well, hang on, why is this repeated? What's the difference between these two? Why are there 3... Wait, build bin data. Why has this been copy and pasted 3 times? It might not be in the top level / data as it should be. Yeah, this is a weird file structure. You should exclude build and out from your search results. Yeah? Oh. How do I do multiple ones? Oh, just like that. They contain cached files. Okay. Slash data slash. Okay, but where is it really? Data slash... It is there. Data slash... I mean, the backslash is facing the other way, but that doesn't matter in Windows, does it? I don't know if you can see the tooltips on stream. I don't think you can. It doesn't even let you do it back to front, does it? No. Oh yeah, because it's escape. It's an escape character. Sorry. Dude, it's like midnight. It would have to be double backslash, yeah? Yeah. To RuneScape. Failed to load the font face. Why on earth? Where explicitly is it going wrong? I wish it would say. This bean file is surely not being ran, is it? Yeah, the empty string one's weird. What defines something as a font? Where am I using fonts? Alright, load font then. Take me there. How do I go to the thing that I'm reading? What's the shortcut for that? God, I feel like a fool using this program. Take me to the definition, you've got it. Oh, I guess these are just all the definitions, huh? Oh, here we go, okay, I've got it. Failed to load font. Why so close up today? Sorry. Hey, Chroma. Oops. Can I not make this larger? Why is it trying to load blank? Load font. No, I don't care about definitions. I want to see where it's being used. Load font. Load font. Opts. Do I need to add it as a launch option? Maybe? Maybe it's missing launch options. That might be it. What do you reckon? That'd be a bit weird, but what is this? How do I how do I run launch options actually? I've forgotten. Font size. Oh, hang on. No. Yeah, it's 21U. Unsigned. And the font file is here as well. Control Shift F. Yeah. It's kind of awkward on this keyboard though. Minimal view models. That's right. Why am I so small? Oh, sorry. Oh. This is a weird bug. I bet this isn't actually the bug, right? It's that it's not able to load something from file. Like, it must be an error with, like, the DLL or something, right? Like, I bet the font file is fine, but it's something else in the setup that's incorrect. Maybe it's this. Wait, hang on, let's print. Standard out? I don't know how you print. Maybe print out's fine. Oh, it's format print we were using, weren't we? No, actually, this would throw. It wouldn't go back though. I would like to get it to run. Looks like it's passing an empty font before font size. Set up text. Wait, hang on. Right where you were hovering. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, but this is... Oh, wait, hang on. This isn't game load font. Yeah, but where are you being called from? How do I do this? Control Shift F? Load font. Opt stop font size. No, it should be there, right? Yeah, there has an initial value. Hello, what are you working on? Hello, Nyan. This is a project I worked on stream about 2-3 years ago, and I've dug it out of the grave in a big grand revival. We're running through the source code and trying to get it to compile. And it's going well. It's been a good stream. How are you? What on earth is going wrong? Yeah, what if I just cut out load font? Maybe it will break somewhere else. You know, try and see if we can get the error somewhere else. Oh. Okay, so it is something to do with the font, dude. I don't know what hellscape it's printing off in here. Good lord. Is it printing out like a memory address? This is what people think programming is, isn't it? There's a smiley face in here. You see that? Why is there a smiley face in my debug printout? Out of bounds memory access, if you've ever seen one. God, I forgot how scary this language is. Ale? It's quite scary. I mean, I guess it's just because it's missing the font file, right? There's probably failed 2, right? Can I debug through this? How does debugging work in this? I do it line by line. Okay. How do I step in? Step into. Next. Font size is 21. I mean, font size isn't even being used here. Yeah, it's just not succeeding in loading it from file. And is this not a function of SFML? Don't know. This is just failing, and it is trying to use data/liberation mono. Does it need a more explicit file path, maybe? Is the file path not quite right? Because it is in data/liberation mono, but we're not running this function from data/. Woolen SF. Oh, maybe we are actually. Oh, we are. We're running it from up here, aren't we? Here / data / the font. You did good at studying. You were searching for something to do before bed, and you're streaming and it's programming. Hell yeah. Good work with studying. Maybe the font's broken. The file path should be correct. Well, I managed to install it in Windows. It seemed to run okay. I reveal it in File Explorer. You can't see it on stream, but you can see my face lighting up. It's bringing up the open type. Yeah, it's installing. A quick brown fox, etc., etc. The debugger might run it from the exe location. You'll send it to me on Discord. What, this font? The debugger might run it from the exe location. It takes an extra config file to run it from the workspace folder. Oh, that's what you mean. Oh, whoops. Yeah, it simply fails to load font -- fails to create the font face. Is it the bean thing? Is it bean 3D? Wait, hang on. It just says failed to load font. I don't have a function that says that, do I? Is it a caching issue? You see the printout here? Donut. It just says failed to load font. But I've labeled both of my failed to load fonts with an extra... Failed to create the font face. Maybe that's just the error inside of that function by default? Sorry about this. Whoops. Send it. Okay, give me just 1 second. I just want to check this. I want to see if this failed to load dash dash. Don't forget double colon. Oh. Okay. This syntax is a little new in my head. Just an example, don't copy pasta. Put this in VS Code settings. Okay, give me just a second. Oh, hang on, this is throwing an error. Are you throwing an error though? What if I give you another go? Cannot open. Wait, why not? What have I done? It's probably running. Oh, you need to close the program. Oh, I've got the debugger running, yeah. A lot of colors you need to learn, huh? Yeah, so failed to load font dash dash. This is an error inside. Oh, is it println? Right? This here is clearly inside of this. Which is weird, because the font file is it being changed? VS Code settings to JSON. What, just in here? CMake debug config. Do I do a $sign in Windows? Wait, do I need to write workspace folder, or do I just need to write the directory? Yes, for as it's an error messages. Should this... This shouldn't actually be workspace directory, right? Workspace folder. Or should it? Oh, it is. Okay. It's a built-in variable, so you're right. Alright, so that will help with that, maybe. Add custom command, target game post build. Hang on, sorry, what have you sent me there? That should get the debugger to write from the right folder. Sorry, what's this that you sent me? Is this in CMake down here? I guess so. Post build. Do I have any other post builds I can put this next to? Add custom command. You said just an example, don't copy paste. Oh, is this earlier? This is from earlier. Okay, this is the copying stuff through. I understand. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Okay. We build. In your class, C++ was only briefly introduced, and you did... Hang on. Oh, I like this song. You did basic things like code blocks. Right now, you're heavy on HTML, CSS, PHP, and MySQL. MySQL. You like stuff that works more directly with the hardware, so looks exciting and interesting. It is exciting and interesting. You'll have to forgive me though. I won't be even remotely a slight teacher. It's been 2-3 years since I've worked with C++, so I'm learning on the go. Yeah, we did write all this back in the day, but it's been long enough that I've forgotten, so it's fun to relearn. Maybe you'll learn something along the way. Println does not exist. Okay. Is it printf? How do you print with a line break in C++? In format, I guess. Is this... You just have to put -n at the end. Oh, okay. Sure. Alright, failed to load font. Fine. So let's try it with a debugger. Load font. Text Y. Minus 10,000 locals. Why is TextX 380? Window.getSize. Text Y. Why is this number such an insane number in the debugger? Why is this minus... Is it just because it's off screen, I guess? Probably just uninitialized. Sure. Go next. Take me in. Take me in. Take me out, I'm scared. I can't read this shit, dude. Take me out of here. Oh, hang on, that passed through everything. Oh, oh, I see. I see. If I hit play, it should just finish and close, right? Weird that it isn't writing... Oh, it's here. It should be writing the error, right? But it's not, for some reason. Maybe it's happening when the... Okay. Is this what's typing failed to load font? Like it's catching the error, escaping up here, printing that. Yeah. Why isn't the font loading? That seems like such a strange thing to break. I did include the font DLL, right? Just being sure. There must be a font DLL, right? Build? Bin? Debug? Do I need it? Maybe I don't need a special thing for that. Maybe that's just under graphics. Maybe they changed their font loading. Yeah, maybe. You could try with a different font. Can I use system fonts? SFML failed to load font, failed to create the font face. Failed to create the font face. The file is not in your current working directory when you run the executable. If you put a fully qualified file name, it will work. Use the Chirino font from Phantasmagoria. Maybe it is a file path thing. Can I try and explicitly write the file path as it is on my system? Maybe. Which is stupid, perhaps, but... Try it, right? Game.c++, and then it's font name? Font file? Is it in the header? opt.font file. Alright, let's try this instead. Okay, that's not quite it, is it? Oh, actually, that last one can stay. Alright, let's try that. It's stupid, but, you know. Comic Sans time. I would like to go to bed. I do have work again tomorrow. And it's way past midnight. Failed to load font. Okay, so that's clearly not the issue. I mean, the font's probably the issue. Failed to create the font face. Why not move it to where the executable is instead of using a relative path? Wait. Data. Can I do that? Just temporarily drag it into the debug folder just to see if that is the issue? Like that? You'd have to copy it all the time. I understand, but just to see if that is potentially the issue. No, okay. I understand that you don't want it there. Don't worry. I just wanted to see if it would help. You wonder if dash is the problem. The issue is I feel like I wouldn't have modified this file. At some point this would have built. You know? At some point. Oh, you think the dash in the file name? I mean, is there anything wrong with renaming a font file? Does it break something? Does it have metadata? Maybe? I don't know. Let's try it. The dash should be fine. Yeah, can't imagine why not, but, you know, we're trying anything. Nah, doesn't help. That's alright, it was worth a shot. What's wrong? Font not loading. This person said they were compiling with debug settings, and it was linking with something... Dash D? Does it need dash D? Can you check if Clang is still acting up in string view? Sure. Yeah. What? You're right, you might need to debug DLLs for SFML if you're in debug mode. I wonder. Well, I mean, it's free to drag them in, right? SFML lib. Oh. Try building in release. I mean... Sure. How do I build in release? What's my... How do I even do that in this program? How do I switch my build target? One of these? Build? No. All build. No. Oh, at the bottom where it says CMUC debug ready. Ah. So this should now have a different folder, right? Release. Well, I need to put all the files in there as well. So I just need to... I don't know what .pdb is, so I'm going to leave it. It should use the top-level data corolder if everything's working correctly. Well, the DLLs are in here, aren't they? That should not be the case, though, I feel. Oh, this is the debug still. Oh! It worked. Yeah, it's a DLL issue. Hang on. Check this out, chat. As always in life, the issue is that you were trying to do things properly. Check it out, chat. How many hours later? 2.5 hours later. Haven't seen this screen in a while, have you, huh? In the time since we've last, seen this screen, Chris has made a main menu theme for us. Leaderboard? Oh god. I see a line on the screen. What is that? Dude, it pauses when you drag it around. What's this line? What was I building? Enable full screen? Oh god. That is full screen. Not that you can see it. But that is full screen for me. Oh god. Oh, that broke everything. Never press that option ever. Never press that option. You love the stretchy carpet background. It's really cool, isn't it? Enable VSync? I see an FPS counter. Unlimited frames. I mean, I've got, what's the word? The NVIDIA thing, so it might not actually be unlimited. Oh, 30 FPS? That's definitely 30. Editor. Oh, shit. My dude, my brother in Christ. Oh, I think that weird line at the top of the screen was the boss health bar. Pattern tester. Oh my god. There's sound effects, dude? Dude, it's like an actual video game. The promised unlimited FPS. It's a lot, dude. It's animating, it's rendering, there's no, oh no, when you die. Maybe I got rid of that because it was killing me. Oh my god. The character select screen. I still like doing this thing where you have like a transparent black background on stuff. I like that UI element. Tough, mild, spicy, moi. Dude, moi was out when we were doing this? Yeah, the clouds do look a lot better than I remember. Oh, heck, brother, who you be? Are you one of those friendly people? Or are you going to... Oh, dude, I think the number before the text in the, like, script text file, where it said, like, 1 or 2, I think that's what image to use. Like, use image 1, use image 2. On guard, Swedish. Dude. Oh my god. He's using a bullet pattern, dude. Particles? Oh my god. We had an actual level and stuff as well. I guess I just had it start immediately on the boss. Hang on, take me back. I want to see Baker-chan. Chaka's on tough. There she is. It has those homing projectiles from that one Toho boss. Oh yeah. Dude. We had like different bullet types as well, but I guess because we're starting on the boss instead of the level, it skips us straight to the boss. Check out this amazing bullet hell gameplay. Damn. Can I increase my power? Okay, some of this did not exist. What are the difficulties? Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, with WouHou-chan, if you move, your bullet moves like with you. Like if you move to the left, the bullet has a bit of a left angle on it. Dude, this is so much cooler than I remember it looking. The grass does look good. Like, the grass sprite looks like ass, but I guess when it's mapped out, it looks good. This looks awesome, yeah. This was my magnum opus. Look at this main menu, dude. I think I technically did get it compiling once, maybe? Because I needed to get an image. I needed to get, like, a video for the stream intro. It's so cool seeing it, like, in action, though. This isn't a recording. This is live footage of the game. Oh shit, I've accidentally made my webcam fit like perfectly. Well, reaction streaming time. Live WouHou. That's so cool, dude. Sorry, it's really quite trippy. You have an idea for Clang? Yeah? I'm gonna head off soon, by the way, because I do have work. But let's see what your idea is quickly. I want to like commit, but I haven't got a Git repo set up for this. I kind of do. I'll do some fixing. Oh, try adding standard C++ 17. Okay. Dude, the like old Toho music works so well with this. Next to the compile options. This. Microsoft GNU Clang. In here, maybe? Oh, hang on, it's autofilling. Not really. Add it after WouHou Pasabi, of course. Oh, is this saying like which standard library to use? Configuration is already in process. Okay. Were there really this many errors in my program, or is it just the formatter that's broken? Remove the first W at the beginning. Oh, it doesn't remember forwards. This. Okay. This didn't seem to work. Maybe I need to put it here as well. It's a compiler saying, right? Maybe that's it. I'm pretty sure I've got Clang. Save the file and rebuild. Oh, you need to hit save, do you? There you go. Don't put it in the MSVC options. Okay. I mean, I know I'm not using MSVC, I guess. What do some of these things do? Wextra, where, Wasabi. Wasabi. Different option syntax. Oh, it just wouldn't work, huh? That doesn't seem right. Maybe I need to refresh the window? How do I do that? Thought this program might have an easy way to refresh. Is there an easy way to refresh, or do I just need to quit and reload? Yeah, look, you can see all the problems. It doesn't understand what SF is. Search reload window. Control Shift P. Oh, nice. Nah, it still has issues. Oh, maybe? It's quite frustrating having a linter that breaks on this sort of thing. Should I just not use? No, actually, I wanted this because it had autocomplete. I thought IntelliSense should be disabled. You know it can be fixed, you just have to remember it. Compile command. Okay. Is it not just IntelliSense is still running somehow and it's conflicting, even though it shouldn't be running? Well, whatever. You use it in all your projects. Okay, well, anyway. Time to head off for today, I think. How did you find the stream, chat? Do you feel inspired and pogged out? Did you have a good time? Did you like the programming stream? I'm stopping for today. Good night, Wallen. Did you have fun? I had great fun. It was cool seeing it. It was cool. I hope you're inspired by it, but you struggle a lot. Well, it helps 1%. It's better than how it was earlier, right? 0? Yeah. Nice. Well, anyway. Is that someone I can post, maybe? Did you accept your trade on Steam? No, and I need to use the toilet and go to bed. Can you wait until tomorrow for me to sign your item? Is that possible? Go say hi to Krotuck. He's painting Warhammer. Stream was lay poggers. Go say hi to Krotuck. I'll see you on Wednesday, chat, with something new, something fresh. And on Thursday, I think we're playing Dark Tide, new Warhammer game. See you then. See you on Wednesday, specifically. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you, Donut. Bye-bye.